apologize that we ran out of room upstairs, although it does make it kind of exciting when you have this many extra people. And I want to particularly thank everybody who stayed out here where it's a little bit wet and a little bit chilly, and I'm very impressed actually. And I want to tell all of you that I believe if we have this kind of intensity and this kind of commitment in the caucus, we're going to do really well. So please talk to all your friends and neighbors.
Tony let me out. That's how he did.
I have a very specific request for all of you. Since you waited this long, I hope you don't mind my asking you just a little bit more. We really want to get out the message, and you can see it in there's my wife. So I have a real request for all of you. When you get home or later on today, when Facebook or Twitter or email, whichever technique you like, I'd like to ask you to just send out Newt equals 250 again. And then I want you to tell all your friends, if they say, what does he mean? There's a 30-minute speech at newt.org, my first name.org, a 30-minute speech where I walk through how, at a practical level, you could use enough different changes in policy to get back to energy independence so that no American president would ever again bow to a Saudi king. And I outline how you could get to energy independence so that we create several million jobs here at home by keeping $500 billion a year in the U.S. that goes overseas for energy. And I outline how if we use offshore and we use federal lands, the royalties to the federal government, it's been estimated by the guy who developed North Dakota, over a generation will be $16 to $18 trillion, which if you set it to one side and didn't spend it, would mean if you balance the budget, you could literally, over the next generation, pay off the national debt. That's how big that is. Without a tax increase, just by using the royalty money. So I believe that an American energy policy is a key component, and it's a huge difference from where Barack Obama's at. I will, tomorrow at the California State Convention in San Francisco, I'm going to take his speech from Florida yesterday and walk through step by step how fundamentally wrong he is about energy policy as kind of a preview for the debates this fall. Now, the last thing I'd like to ask you is tell your friends if they'd like to get back to $2.50 a gallon gasoline, we ask them to go to newt.org and just give 1 gallon, $2.50. And we have, Mitt Romney raises a lot more money from Wall Street than I do, but we have 170,000 donors. 95% of them under $2,500, and so I'm sorry, under $250. So we're really thrilled to have such a broad base of popular support. I believe if you'll over the next week, if you'll go around and say to your friends, show up at the caucus, vote for American energy and $2.50 a gallon gas, I think you'll be surprised how many folks will decide it's where. I mean, every time they go fill up the car or truck, they'll be reminded why they want to come help us win. And I think if the choice this fall is $10 a gallon gas with Obama or $2.50 with Gingrich, I think we're going to win pretty handily. Now, the president, to be fair, the president did have one proposal yesterday in his bold, far-seeing, visionary way. He said drilling will not work. And that's why he believes in algae. Now, I happen to think in the long run biofuels make some sense. Algae. I actually have a friend at Texas A&M who's working on algae. I believe eventually someday it'll be possible. But I think as an answer in 2012 to high gas prices, it is beyond. This makes Solyndra look like it was a common sense practical investment. This makes no sense at all. So I want you to tell your friends they can get president jobs and president drilling, that's Gingrich, or they can get president food stamps and president algae, that's Obama. Which choice would they like for the next 4 years? Thank you, good luck, and God bless you. if you want a picture. Do you want a picture?
Oh, we'd love a picture.
Go for it. Sit down and get a picture. Here we go.
Oh, perfect.
Fantastic. Thank you both so much.
So now you can wash your hands.
Thanks for coming to Washington.
Nobody at your school has that. He isn't. It took him, no, I'm not talking about it. I'm talking about getting a picture with you. It took him 2 seconds to do that. And you'll remember it for the rest